Let's talk about it.
Hello and welcome back to Thicc Radio, the award-winning podcast where we talk about gaining, feedism, and everything plus size. I am the elusive chanteuse of the gaining community, James.
And I'm three-time Razzie Award nominee, Tim.
And I'm plus size underwear model, the Captain Bara.
Oh, is it my turn now? All right, I'm the resident fat bitch, I guess.
The resident fat bitch. That's absolutely fantastic. Y'all, if you are not familiar with this individual here, today, y'all, we are talking with none other than Scherly himself, the apparent resident fat bitch. Resident fat bitch, Scherly, how are you today?
Not too bad. How about you?
Doing okay. Doing okay.
Pretty
Getting
good.
there. Yeah. Well,
Glad to have you on here. And, let's just dive right in, shall we?
hell yeah. Listen, Scherly, we're really excited to get the chance to talk to you. You are someone with presence, with panache, and you're here with us today. So as the Cap says, let's just get into it. You know, we are a podcast that highlights the gaining and fetus communities. I think a good first question to ask, do you have any experiences with our community, perchance?
Yeah, no, I mean, I've told you guys a little bit, but my favorite thing about it is people will just they'll DM me and they'll be like, "Hey, like, are you still bulking?" And I'm like, "No," but why? And then they'll always be like, "Well, I want to see you get bigger," and I'm like, "That sounds tempting, right?" Okay, so then they offer me money to go get food, and I'm a fat bitch, like I said, so I'm gonna go take the money and then go eat, obviously. And all I have to do is shake my belly for them. Just do that for a little bit, and I get sent like $300. So,
It's the living.
am I really a part of it? No, but do I fucking love it? Yeah.
I feel like this is probably a good time to remind people that now that we're doing video content on Patreon, you may have seen, if you are subscribed, Scherly just shook that gorgeous belly. So if you're not subscribed and you were looking for a little bit of free, well, it wouldn't be free, you'd be paying the cover charge. But if you want to see that shit, you better fucking pay up, bitch. So
No
listen,
free feet either. Sorry.
no, not free fee. We got to work out the commission structure for this shit, you know? So listen, y'all, this is why you got to subscribe. This is why you got to watch the video content, because you miss out on all the best shit, y'all. This is fantastic. Can you walk us through your journey to becoming a collegiate powerlifter, and because you broke national records as well, right?
Yeah, in one federation, I held the state record for a little bit, and then that got broke literally the day after, so that sucks. But then in a different federation, I broke 3 national records, which then got broke about a week later. But I mean, it's like fine. I still did it for about a second, so
Yeah,
still worked
that if
out.
nothing else is an accomplishment.
My journey to it, though, honestly, I kind of fell into it in the goofiest way. Like in high school, I was a really just overweight kid, and then I went to college, and I was like, like, I'm gonna keep lifting, whatever. So then I started lifting, and within like a month of lifting, I was already benching like 275 or some bullshit. So then the
Oh,
powerlifting team, they were all around, and they were like, "Hey, have you ever thought about doing powerlifting?" And I was like, "No. What even is that?" Um so then they basically just told me, "Oh, it's squat, bench, and deadlift, whatever, all the things." So then I started doing it because they just basically recruited me for it. And that actually kind of segues into the next part where I got approached by a cheerleader asking me to be a part of like the Ohio State cheer team if I could do like a standing back tuck because I could like be a solo holder because they saw me what's the thing fucking push pressing like 315 or something, and they were like, "Holy shit, that's crazy." I'm like, "Girl, I don't know, I just got here." So
nice.
but my, like I said, fat bitch, right? I can't do a standing back tuck, and I never could figure it out. So never did that.
I don't even
I
know
stuck
what
with
that is. What is that?
a backflip.
Okay.
Oh, okay. A standing tuck. I'm like, you gotta tuck your dick in your asshole,
Yeah,
like
literally.
while
No,
standing up,
my
like
tuck would be slipping like crazy.
terrible.
Um,
All that sweat. Disgraceful.
then I just stuck with powerlifting, and then another plus was I get to be in a singlet, so that was fucking fire. Body was tea as shit, so that kept me in it. And yeah, that's pretty much how that went. I fell into it, to be honest.
So, what was your experience like competing as one of the strongest openly gay collegiate powerlifters like?
You know, honestly, not any different from anyone else. I kind of thought it
Mhm.
might be.
Right.
But you'd be surprised at like when you go to the gym and you see all this like fitness content, most of it is like inherently kind of right wing. Not gonna
Yeah,
lie. Like if
exactly.
you're really in the industry, that's kind of how it is. But
Yeah.
then you go to a powerlifting gym, everybody's fucking gay. Like they're straight, but they're fucking gay. Like like
Wow.
every
Yeah.
dude is sitting there like nobody gives a fuck. In powerlifting, it's like that. Bodybuilding is a lot different, to be honest. And I've experienced that like in the Arnold and even just like meeting other influencers and all that kind of shit.
Right.
But like old school bodybuilding is inherently not as chill, whereas powerlifting is super chill. So nobody gave a shit. Everybody thought it was kind of hilarious, not gonna lie, that I was wearing like a rainbow shirt under my singlet. Um, for some of the events, I had people coming up to me and being like, "Oh, that's actually fucking cool," and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool."
No, that's fantastic. And kind of heartening actually to hear.
Right?
Yeah,
The
we live in a
opposite.
time in the world where like there feels like like Scooby-Doo, where it's like who's under that mask, and you reveal it's like it was the person we suspected all along. It feels like there are so many things where the reveal is like, oh, it's like market conservatism. It was there all along, and you're just like, where is it not? And it's kind of nice that yeah, there are places where I mean it probably is still to some extent, but like at least from what your observations are, like not as much as others, and that's a win.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, you see just like absolute goofballs. Like, you'll see people at meets literally pull up in like cosplays just for shits. I've seen someone pull up to a like powerlifting competition in a maid suit.
Yeah,
It wasn't me, surprisingly. It actually was someone else.
you do have some good made
I have
outfit
done that
lifting
before, but
videos.
it was not me. It was someone else. Like people just don't care.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's pretty sweet, honestly.
No, that's a beautiful thing. So, how would you say that your background in exercise physiology influenced your training and performance?
I mean, when I was learning, like in college, honestly, most of the information I learned was more, I want to say, like clinically related physiology, I like knowledge, less like how to work out kind of knowledge. That kind of came with powerlifting and having coaches and then coaching other people and then also doing my own research, reading studies, doing research in the actual kinesiology labs and publishing shit and all of that kind of stuff. But like genuinely most of the stuff that I learned in college was super niche weird shit like human physiology in microgravity because
Okay,
what the
wow.
fuck are you talking about? But anyways, why did
Right.
I take a whole class on that? Couldn't fucking tell you, but I did.
Fair enough. I mean, one does what one must.
Right. But no, I mean, I would say that influenced a lot of it, in the way of it was really cool learning about how it was a lot more complicated than just, move more or like eat less, move more, or like the opposite, or just like, oh, eat your protein and you'll gain muscles. Well, that's not really true, but sure, we can go with that. You know what I mean? So it gets a lot more complicated and nuanced, and I'm a fucking nerd, so I loved that shit.
I will say from a gainer perspective, that's super interesting because like there is no like science knowledge on our side of things other than like what the world kind of knows, right? So the adage of any kind of weight gain is calories in versus calories out. And as you were saying for muscle gain, it's like, well, you got protein, you got macros, you got to hit and everything. But then like people do more research, they kind of be like, well, actually, it's way more nuanced than that, and personal genetics comes into it. So I don't know, listeners, if you're like struggling on your gainer journey and you're like, shit, why is the advice not working for me? Um, Shirley says there's like random bits of information that could totally like change the fact on that. I don't know. Maybe we just need to talk to more nutritionists. I don't know. Like, yeah, maybe that'll
See,
help.
and that's another thing too, actually. Registered like RDs they know a ton. Like they know a shitload. I'm not going to say that they don't. But a lot of times in the sports performance world, their knowledge is slightly more applicable to like general weight loss or simply like hospital dietary restrictions kind of thing. Like, oh, if you have this disorder, I'm going to give you this basis of diet because yeah, if your kidneys aren't working right, I'm not going to give you 400 grams of protein. Fucking duh. But
Yeah.
a lot of times in when you're looking more at sports and performance, that's like a whole separate thing. And a lot of times when someone will see a nutritionist, they'll see the wrong type of nutritionist. And like if you're trying to specific, for example, if you're going to be a strong man, you see those big fuckers, they're 425 pounds. They are fat, but they're also gargantuan muscle wise. You don't you don't go to a regular nutritionist for that. Like their coach is not just Miss RD graduate who worked at a hospital. Like fuck no. So it gets really like hyper specialized, and a lot of people tend to not go to the right person.
Oh, well, there you go. Some trade secrets.
Yeah.
You mentioned how the powerlifter space is a little bit more liberated and laid back, but like you also mentioned how like the bodybuilding world is different. Like, have you experienced any like direct sort of or indirect homophobia in any of these spaces?
Honestly, like yeah, in the gym. I mean, I've had like okay, so I have chest scars, right? Yeah, I have chest scars, right? Everybody, that's my whole shtick. And I've had people in the gym say shit. Not usually. Usually they would never say it to my face. I have had it happen before once. Um, but honestly, a lot of times people don't even care that I'm gay. It's more like for example, bodybuilding especially more than powerlifting. Bodybuilding, they'll be like, I don't care how big your muscles are, how strong you are, you're fat. And I'm just like, okay. Like, and I'm usually talking to a twink when they say that. And I'm just like, I legitimately don't give a shit, but okay.
No, they really do be that way. They like prize the
I
thinness
know.
so much, and it's like, okay, but like I could snap you in half.
Right. But then they're just like, well, but your body fat percent is over 20. And I'm like, I'm lateral raising your bench. I honestly don't care.
Yeah, and it's much harder for someone like us to do like pull-ups than it is for like a twink like them, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean it's kind of ridiculous. I would say I don't get as much homophobia, but it's one of those things where like they'll attack you for anything else, and then they'll be like, "Oh, and you're gay." It's like an afterthought, just like a dunk on you right after. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a little sprinkle on top.
It's not usually the first thing they say. It's usually the extra dunk after they already say something.
And any anxiety around like going into the gym? I mean, especially like, you talked about your surgical scars, which are, not from what people think it's actually from, so
Right.
like any anxiety about going into those spaces and removing your shirt and being judged for that kind of thing before anyone knows what your story is.
I used to be really nervous about it, especially before I had the surgery. I was always super nervous. I was the kid that was wearing a swim shirt as if that fucking hid my titties, right? Oh, great. Now I can see your titties and you have a shirt on. Okay, who cares? Like,
That's a relatable struggle right there. Absolutely.
Well, you said it's a
literally.
relatable struggle, but like when I was a fucking child, like struggling with same-sex attraction because I didn't understand what the fuck was going on, like that would have been a godsend because those were absolutely the other boys that I was looking at. They had bodies very different to mine, and I was like, something about that situation very much taking my attention. So, to all the boys out there who would have looked at that and appreciated it, I salute. Thank you very much for your service.
Dude, I literally had people like before I had my surgery, I literally had people after I got the surgery be like, "Damn, why'd you cut those off? That was kind of fire." I'm like, "Man, I got bullied for that for like fucking 12 years. Fuck you guys. I just spent 12 fucking grand on that surgery and now you're saying they're better now? Fuck you."
The grass is truly always greener on
Uh,
the other side.
but
My gosh.
yeah, literally. I don't even remember where I was going with that. Anxiety. No, no. Okay, so I never really have anxiety about the scars, and that's because I'm kind of an asshole. Uh, truth be told, I'm the type that will absolutely open my fat fucking mouth and say something. So Yeah, I'm an ass. Like, I'll be in a bar and someone will look at me wrong, and I'll be like, "What the fuck do you want?" Like, so, yeah, no. I mean, when someone, looks at me weird, I just look at them and I'm like, "What?" Uh, yeah, no, it's gotten me into some situations for sure. But no, I would say I never get anxiety about it. Like I said, it's mostly because I'm a dick. But I would say before the surgery, yeah, I was anxious about it. I was anxious about everything. I was always doing the thing where I was doing that, what I just did actually instinctually. Every time I move, I'm yeah, pulling my
You're
shirt.
pulling the
All right,
shirt
yeah.
down.
All right, yeah,
Yeah.
let me pull my shirt forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was every time I did anything. But now, honestly, more than anything, I think it's funny to take my shirt off in those places because I just love looking. I love looking at people's face when I do that because they're just like,
Dude, like there's power to it, like, and again, like that's very gainer as well. Like there is such power in, oh, the world says you're supposed to look a certain way or act a certain way, and something about the decision you made for your life, you act in, oh my God, cat, hello.
sorry, she's been
Uh,
meowing at the door for like 20 minutes.
you don't need to be sorry. Hello. Oh my goodness.
And we now have a second guest here on the pod, and you can see this if you tune in to our Patreon.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Sorry, what's the name?
Ow, fucker.
Well, hello. Ah, fucker.
Okay,
It's really nice
sorry.
to have her as a special guest on the podcast.
Her. I know it's a girl, but her name is Frieza, like the Dragon Ball character.
That's
Amazing.
fantastic. Frieza, come on now. Frieza, special guest of the pod. Oh my God.
So, jumping back in, Shia LaBeouf recently said that he's afraid of big gay people. How do you feel about big gay people?
I think they're fucking awesome.
I
We
just
may be a
wanted
little.
clarification on what he meant. Like, does he mean fat gay people or does he mean like very tall gay people? Because I just big gay people's not descriptive enough to
Baby, the
me.
man is a stragger and he is clawing at any fucking thing he can get to get a
Which is a
goddamn thing
shame
of
because
anything.
he's not unattractive. He's not an unattractive
I
man.
feel
Like,
fucking dumb because I low-key don't know who that is.
Oh, LOL, it was probably before your time. So, Even Stevens was a show on the Disney Channel, and the
the
star of the show
Transformer
was a
movies as
very
well. Like,
spazzy
that's what he's kind of
kid.
known for.
Yeah, played by Shia LaBeouf,
I
who
Yeah,
just
but
looked
lately
him
also,
up and I
starred.
feel like I've never seen him before.
yeah, but also,
Fair,
this is
fair.
someone who, over the years, has been that guy. Like, there's always that one guy who's, oh, they've come from kids' media, they've come from somewhere, and like, you can just tell that there's like something simmering, like unaddressed
Something happened to that boy.
under the surface. And like, listen, I think if anything has happened to that person, I think that's a real shame. But they're now making it other people's an issue, and that's a real cruddy.
Yeah.
So fuck that guy. But yeah, apparently he is afraid of big gay people. Like, yeah,
Sucks for him. They're the best, low
yeah.
key.
And honestly, to everyone listening, be the big gay person that you want to see in this world.
For real.
Terrify Shia LaBeouf.
That's what most of my clients want to do. I have a couple of them who want to lose weight, but most of them just want to get bigger.
Absolutely outstanding. But to that point, because obviously you've been on that journey with your body, I mean, are you still training or do you like compete today, or has that focus really changed for you since college?
Honestly, after college, the ringer that I put myself through, like I'm like permanently kind of fucked up from it. Like my body's pretty fucking fried at this point. So now, like, do I still lift heavy? Yes. And like, do I kind of power lift bench wise? I'd say yes. Even though every time I do, I end up fucking tearing something, so I probably should stop. But I can't squat anymore. My back is destroyed. I can't deadlift either because my back is destroyed. So no, I don't power lift. I don't compete anymore. I mostly just bench, and at this point, I just bench for memes because it's fucking hilarious.
Like lately, you've been doing that missionary
Yeah,
bench press. What
dude,
is
I
that
had
about? Did you almost hurt yourself doing one of those?
yeah, no, I literally I didn't tear my pec, thank God,
Oh
but
my God.
I unracked 405 on it, and my pec just like you could hear it, like it like did a weird like hiss sound thing.
Ooh, that's
Um,
unsettling.
yeah, so then I had to put it right back. I was like, oh fuck no.
Yeah.
So then I was like, oh, let me fuck around and do 385 then, because I just did 365 and it was fine. So I was like,
Yeah.
all right, sure. So I'll do 385. I unracked that, moved it like 2 inches, and I thought I was gonna drop it. So I was like, oh, okay, something's wrong. But no, like literally, I just do it for shits now because it's to the point where like I'm strong enough that pretty much any day of the week I could just go and bench 405. I don't really have to like train for that too hard anymore. So because that I started doing that missionary bench thing, I was like, well, fuck, this would be really funny if I could do the same weight on that. Because I'm sitting there. Okay, so I go to a gym where it's still mostly a lot of college students. And it is so fucking funny because those boys have never seen someone pick up a weight that big, to be honest. And it's not even that that's like an ungodly amount. Like there are plenty of people that do more than that, but they're used to, the OSUR pack where if you hit 405 in that gym, like everybody's going to know your name because you're college. Like that's not normal. So that's the kind of crowd that I'm working out with, and it's so funny because I'll sit there and record it, and then they see me put my fucking pussy up in the air, and they're just like, it is so funny. I got their reactions on camera, actually, a couple of them, and they actually came up to me afterwards, and they were like, "Are you about to post that? God fucking damn it!" Uh, it was so good. There were so many people in front of me too that saw it, and I wish I could have recorded them too, but they were laughing the whole time. You could hear them in the background.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is quite the spectacle, honestly. It's like, it's pretty awesome.
I don't even know how I did that, honestly. You know what it was? My sister's boyfriend, like 2 years ago, I want to say, when we were working out together, um, I saw this thing. I saw some meme about like how gay dudes work out and how straight dudes work out, and I was like, wait, that's so funny. So then I was thinking of like other exercises I could do, and then that's when I thought of the bench thing. I was like, wait, I've seen someone do the thing where they like the spotters will like spot them from the front and sit on their lap, and I was like, wait, I got a better one. Let me just put my fucking ass in the air. So that's kind
Thus
of how
was
that one
born
happened.
the viral meme. Yeah, exactly.
Literally.
I want to ask something here, right? Like you read to me as a very confident person. I mean, you said before that you're a bit of a dick, and that's very funny to me. As an Australian, I'm a belligerent cunt, so I vibe with that. That's fantastic. But I want to throw it back a bit and actually ask, because you, as a big guy, you also love big boys. Can you tell us, like, when did you first realize you had like a particular attraction to larger men?
In high school. Well, I guess it would be middle school actually, because that's when I was playing football. When I was playing football, it was like I was already a lineman. Because fun fact, I actually used to be tall for my grade. Because I hit 5 foot fucking like five. I'm 5'4" or 5'5". I'm a short fuck. But I hit that height really early. So I was actually pretty good size there for a minute. So I was playing line, and that's kid. I knew I was gay since like kindergarten. I don't know how I knew that early, but like that, I never was really attracted to a woman. I was just like, yeah, that guy over there, I'm gonna need that. So when I got into middle school though, and I was playing football for the school, I started to realize like, huh, man, these fat boys kind of fine as fuck.
Right?
And then in high school, it got even more to that point where it was like, oh, now they're working out, and now it's like a fat muscular, and I was like, god damn. But at that point, I was so because like that was shit. I'm old as fuck now. That was damn near a decade ago. Holy fuck. And at that point, I was obsessed with getting skinny because I was fat. I was really fat. So then I was like, oh, let me just be skinny. Let me do cross country. My big fucking ass was trying to run a 5K. Get serious.
Oh,
Um,
that sounds painful.
it was. Yeah, don't worry. But so I was so obsessed with just like losing weight and shit, and I was just running and running and running and starving myself and doing all the bullshit. But then I was like, wait, but I'm finding all these fucking fat dudes hot. Like I'm so confused because everybody, and I was one of those girls who was regrettably on those apps under 18. Oops.
Oh,
Um, so, but everybody was like, "Oh my god, fat guys! Ew, ew, ew! I only want twinks," and that kind of thing. So I was like, "Oh, well, everybody likes twinks. Let me lose weight." But then, I graduate high school and I go to college, suddenly everybody loves a fucking fat bitch. And I'm like, oh my God, what happened?
Yeah, it's
When I
like that
posted on
It's
TikTok
meme.
for the
so
first time,
weird.
when I
It's
posted
like,
on
yeah.
TikTok for the first time and people started thirsting after me, I was like,
Like, where
what?
did this come from?
What are you talking about?
It's so weird. I feel like for so many of us, you grow up thinking, well, first of all, if you grow up in the era of like gay is like a not a chill thing, the initial thing is like, oh, I have to learn to be okay with being gay. And then like somehow the size of it all becomes like a second coming out or like a second layer of having to process on top of the thing. And it's so interesting hearing that from someone who grew up in a larger body. I think a lot of us were like rail fucking thin. And so a lot of that obsession was like, it's very different to what I am. And so you end up being like, what is that experience like? What is it? It's so interesting, all of that collective stuff. Thank you for sharing it.
Well, and it's very reminiscent of that meme that we see all over the place, right? Being gay is wanting this body, like with the six-pack abs, but
Yeah.
thirsting for like a thick boy.
Yeah,
It's,
literally.
turns out people like a jiggle. Who'd have thought?
Yeah, no, I genuinely, and you know what's even crazier? So now I'm about 215 pounds. And when I was 250, like a few months ago, when I was at my biggest I've ever been by far, granted, I was still working out a shitload. That's when I was like peak cycle and I was a big fucker.
Yeah.
I was 5'5", 250. Like I'm a fucking wide bitch.
Mhm.
And that is probably when I got the most like thirst ever. And I was like, huh?
Yeah, understandably. Like, it turns out people like a big man sometimes.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought?
No, literally, it's so funny.
So tell me, have you had to navigate any challenging conversations about being attracted to larger men? Because we all kind of talk about that, how we have to kind of come out of a second closet kind of situation. Was that the same for you, or were you just open about it from the beginning?
I'm trying to think. Honestly, no. I think like I was always kind of attracted to that. So like it became a meme. Like when I came out in high school to my friends, I was friends with all the linemen. So like it was just funny because they were like, "Wait, so like all the gay jokes you were making were they not jokes?" I'm like, "Fuck no, they weren't. You just didn't ask questions." Yeah, no, I would say I never really had to say anything like sort of way about it. I was just always like, "I love you, fat bitch." Yeah.
That's cute. I love that. Oh my gosh. Um, I would be curious because again, you're someone who I think has quite a discernible presence, I would say. I feel like you're quite a recognizable character in a way. And so like identity is going to shape the way that you interact with your audience. And I want to ask, like, because you're known for making this kind of content, it's very memeable content. Like, what drew you to content creation? And for anyone who, for whatever reason, has not come across you and seen it, how would you describe the content that you make?
Okay, I'll answer that part first. The content that I make is just straight fucking bullshit. It's just bullshit. It is quite literally without a second thought. I think of something, I make the video, I post it, and I just don't give a fuck. Quite honestly, I do not understand how I have followers because I shit post, and most of it is just fucking dumb. But
Well, and that's what's appealing about it, I think, that it's like very shit posty and it sticks because you're like a kooky bitch.
Yeah,
yeah,
like
literally.
But like, yeah.
you're okay. Well, you know what? You know what it is? You're an actual himbo. Because you know what? There's a lot of dudes. There's a lot of dudes who are like, I'm a fucking himbo. No, you're not, bitch. Okay, you just have
James,
like
you're
a
reading
subscription to
me.
Air One. Okay, shut up, Cap. You know what I'm talking about. No, there's a lot of dudes who like, but no, seriously, there are a lot of dudes I think love the aesthetic and love the idea of it. But I feel like it takes a very special kind of person to actually be like, no, that's what you represent. And I would argue that is what you represent, Shell.
That's fire, honestly. Well, I will say though, okay, but one thing that a lot of people don't know, because my content is really fucking shit posty and borderline just dumb as fuck. I'm like the biggest nerd ever. Like when you actually talk to me, it's like, oh wow, this guy went to college on full ride academic. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's a himbo duality I see represented increasingly more, present company included. So I feel you deeply on that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't mind it though. I don't like to take myself too seriously.
Yeah.
So
And there's
like
something
it's
very
just
refreshing to that kind of energy. Because, anybody who's braiding into like pedantic about it, it's just fucking annoying.
it's
Like
cringe. Like bitch, shut
it's
up.
it's not that deep. It's really not that deep.
Right. But what was the first part of that question? How did I start making content?
Yeah, like what made you go, I'm gonna fucking do this? It's like,
Oh my God. You could scroll back to my very first TikTok. I was in high school and that's when TikTok like came out. That was still it was Musically, that's when it got bought. Vine wasn't a thing anymore. And so TikTok kind of came out. That's when I, downloaded it when everyone was talking about it. They're like, "Oh, it's the new Vine." And I'm like, "Bullshit." And then so I downloaded it and sure as fuck it was. Um for the most part, not as good as Vine, let's get real. But my first video, I saw this trend that was just fucking hilarious. I don't even remember what it was. It was some bullshit. And so I made that video with my friend Thomas actually at his house. And it ended up getting like 40,000 views or something. Like my very first TikTok, I had 0 followers, anything. I did that and then all my friends were like, what the fuck? And then everyone was just like, holy shit, Quinn's gonna be famous, whatever. Um, and so then I was like, okay, whatever. So then I started just doing that more. I was just like, wait, that was kind of funny. So then I made more of just like, I would see a trend that okay, like, all right, 50 bajillion people are doing this video. Let me just do that video too. And then it just kind of kept working. And
Wow.
then I would like post random shit. And then people started like thirsting, and then also people started like asking questions about my gyno because they were like, "Why do you have like full titties?" Because I wasn't like at that point when I started posting, I had lost a lot of weight, so it was like a pretty average looking person, and then just boom, C cups, and it's like, what's going on here? Um, so everybody was like, "What?" So then I got views because of that, and then because of that other shit, and then I got followers from it. Like I hit like 10K after maybe a couple posts, and everyone was just like, "Holy shit, what's going on?" And then I started talking about that, and then I got my surgery, and then it just like skyrocketed from there. I hit like 100K really fast, and then it would like slow down, and then I would talk about some other bullshit some more, and then skyrocket again to like 200. It was wild. I
Wow.
fell into it completely off of the first post just being, like I said, an absolute shit post. Absolute shit post.
It's very funny that the parallel between you stumbling into powerlifting and you stumbling into content creation, it's just very organic. You just kind of,
That's kind of
went
how
into it.
most of my life is. I'm very what I said this earlier. What's the type? Not type A, but type B or whatever the fuck it
Yeah,
is.
type B.
Yeah, type. I'm very that. I don't plan fucking anything. It stresses everybody out. But for me, I just sit there. I'm like, yeah, all right, shit. We're doing that. All right, cool. Um,
Very
not
fair.
the best habit ever. I've stumbled into a lot of just like random shit. I mean, I stumbled into my research position that like I was doing research in, fucking pulmonary fibrosis. I stumbled into that too. I ended up meeting some random researcher and I was actually drawing her blood for like labs.
Huh.
And she mentioned that they needed people to like do human stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess, whatever that means. Like, yeah, that's how pretty much every position I've pretty much ever gotten. I've just stumbled upon it on accident.
You often post about your experiences as a short king. Can you explain to us what is hashtag manlet maxing?
Yeah, okay. So, have you heard the term manlet before?
No.
I mean,
Okay.
like like is it part of like the whole Hamlet, like Shimon,
No, like
Chini? Is that what do yeah? Yeah.
kinda. You ever hear someone say that guy has like short man syndrome?
Hmm. Oh, like a
Okay,
Napoleon
so
complex.
like
Yeah.
yeah, okay, so it's kind of like that. Like people will call that person who has short man syndrome a manlet. Like they're
Mhm.
like little man, like oh you're like making up for bit like
Oh, like a
you're a
wiglet.
fucking dick.
Okay, yeah. Like a little tiny, little bit, a little pecan. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
A
you're a little
Yeah.
man being a fucking dick and all this shit. So it's always funny. I just post manlet maxing or like, oh, I'm just full manlet right now. Because like one of the best it is one of the best insults, honestly. You know the thumb from Spy Kids, the fucking like thumb
Yes.
people? Yeah, I've been told that I look like that no less than like 3 million times. Um, so so then they're like, you literally look like the thumb. What are they called? Like thumb thumbs or
Thumb
something?
thumbs. Oh
Yeah,
my
Oh wait, the
God,
bag, oh, the
throwback.
thing from Spy Kids.
yeah.
Yeah, listen, as a bald bitch with a round face, like I get thumb. That's I
Yeah,
feel it. I feel it.
yeah. No, so that's kind of where the manlet shit comes in. I'm just manlet maxing for real. I swear, I can't escape it no matter what I do. That's just how it's gonna be.
We stand a short king here on the pod.
Why is that, Cap? How tall are you, perchance?
I'm 5'10", but we love and celebrate all body types here on Thicc Radio, I thought, James. What are you
Yes.
driving at?
What? No. I was just curious if you had a confession about your height. If perhaps that 5'10" was a little exaggerated. But if you are a legitimate 5'10", we do stand at 5'10" here on this podcast. We do. We support that 100%. Yeah.
And he's actually 5'2".
Listen, I haven't met this bitch before. Like not IRL. We're gonna find out. Hopefully, over the course of season 6, we will find out officially how tall is the Captain Bar. I will be there with my measuring tape. We are gonna find out.
Casting aspersions and spreading rumors. That's 5'10" is what my driver's license says. Okay, so there's a
Mine says
very
five
good
six,
step.
and I know damn well that's a lie. So
There you go. Oh my God. So, like, moving kind of toward the end of our interview here, what advice would you give to queer athletes, and what advice would you give to people looking to start their lifting journey as well?
advice for them. One, I would say for sure, go suck that dick. Everybody knows you want to. Stop worrying about it. Um, that's definitely the first piece that came to mind. Stop worrying about it. But second off, don't give a fuck. Oh my God. All the people that are gonna say shit anyways are gonna fucking they're not going pro. They're gonna be shitty as fuck too. So who cares? Like that's my big thing. People that would hate on me and shit for it, like in high school or even in college. I'm just like, and what are you doing? Not shit. So what the fuck do you want? Are you an NFL player? Fuck no. So shut up.
What is it you say, James? Just suck that dick.
Just suck that
Yeah,
Just
fucking
suck
dick.
literally.
Just
that
shut up,
dick.
suck a fucking dick. No, listen, baby, listen. Life is short, and we're all gonna fucking die, and everything is terrible in the world. You owe nobody like an explanation for anything that you want in this world. But like, come on, like, just do it. Like,
And
Uh,
beyond that, people are always going to have opinions. Either too thin, too fat. Oh, you lost too much weight. You look sickly. Oh, you gained too much weight. You look like a fat fuck. You know what? Be who and what you want to be. That's what we say here at Thicc Radio. So yeah, and surprise, you're on Thicc Radio because like there's overlap or something.
yeah, no. I would say overall, honestly, just like that was my biggest thing in school, especially when I was like younger and I had either just come out or not come out yet. You just have to stop giving a fuck, like genuinely, because you're sitting there feeling like less than, and and you're just like, oh, I feel less than you, and like and you always have to like have something to prove kind of thing, which is a great motivator, not gonna lie. But at the same time, oh my God, it's not that fucking serious. And the people you're worried about are fucking ugly. Let's get real. So all the bitches that are gonna talk shit to you, they're gonna marry some 4 out of 10 anyways, have an ugly kid too. So bitch, who gives a fuck? I'm sorry, I don't. And I wish I could tell my younger self that because I would have been like, oh wait, you know what? You're so right. These bitches are actually nothing. And then, by the way, most of them became nothing. God, and then now when I go back to school, and not even back to school, but like when I'm in my hometown and I see people from my high school who I fucking hated in high school come up to me and be like, "Oh my God, you're so fucking cool now." I'm like, "I'm not any different. You're just a fucking loser now."
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I would
part.
I would say that's the big thing. Um, they're most of them are gonna end up losers anyways. So like, who fucking cares?
Yeah, live your life. You heard it here, folks, on Thick Radio.
Now, we'd like to ask kind of a fun question. What food gives you life and what food brings you peace?
Damn. Honestly, probably hot pot for
That's a
both
good
of those
one.
things.
Oh my God, yeah. Like a mushroom hot pot, dude. Fuck yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if you guys have a K pot where you are.
Yes, we have a K-Pod here in Louisville. It is my
Yeah.
favorite place to go protein maxing.
Yeah. Yeah. So I would say like K-pot, get me some of the what is it? The Korean seafood
Yeah, the dumplings.
broth. Oh my
Mhm.
God. I sit there and I'm just squirting the whole fucking time. Swear. I'm
1000%.
dipping that octopus in that shit. I'm slurping it up. I'm squirting the whole fucking time. Um yeah, I would say that and Korean barbecue are super, super fucking awesome. You're just sitting there. If you drink, like you're just sitting there, like drinking, cooking right there, and then eating it. Oh my God, you're putting it in all the goop, and you're just oh, so good.
Yeah, there are a few feelings much better than just being surrounded by delicious meats and
That's
protein.
the other thing too. You're just sitting there, and you're like, I can order whatever I want for the next 2 hours. Holy fuck!
The power.
That is
Mm.
fantastic. Shirley, this has been so much fun just getting the chance to shoot the shit with you. Listen, I'm sure the people want to know, what's coming up next for you? Have you got anything in the pipe that you want the people to know about? Is there anything you want to promote? Anything? Yeah.
Sorry, that was funny. Um,
It's
hmm.
almost like I'm a funny cunt. Listen, I'm a fat ginger. I've got to have a selling point or I'd kill myself. So yeah, go and tell us. What do you got coming up?
I got I'm looking into buying my first rental property.
Very
So
exciting.
hopefully
Congrats.
I will be buying it near the neighborhood of my state and then renting it to somebody who's not a fucking asshole. So that would be cool. But
Fingers crossed for you. That's
yeah,
exciting. That's big
hoping I
stuff.
can do that. If not that, I hope to still get into med school. If I don't, I'll probably shoot myself. But other than that, um, damn. Actually, you know what? You know the big gay rugby tournament, Bingham. You guys
Yes,
heard of it?
absolutely.
Okay, so I don't play for the team that I used to play for. I just honestly I just couldn't handle rugby with my schedule anymore, and it was just getting ridiculous. But I did have a team because I have some besties across the world that I made at the last Bingham. Asked me if I want to play for them, and I
Ah.
was like, well, shit. Sure, sign me up. Going to Australia, I guess. Fuck. So you may potentially see me in Australia if you play rugby um, this year. And I'm warning you, I'm not probably very good anymore. I was pretty fucking good. Am I now? No, because I did go on a run a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was really fucking bad. I cramped everywhere like really fucking fast. And
Oof.
because I destroyed my nose in the last Bingham and I can't really
Right.
breathe out of it anymore, that was rough. So I was mouth breathing like a fat fuck. Um,
You can't see it, but
um,
all of us are currently with our hands disappeared with a bottle of Yoga's lotion
Oh
at the
my
sound of that, because
God.
that is porn for a lot of us. Listen, as an Australian, I can tell you our NRL is no joke. I think the people would love to see some Big Shirley action down under this year.
Especially in those tiny little shorts.
yeah,
Ah!
yeah, for real. No, and then you know what's even funnier? My photographer, well, he's not mine anymore, but for my last team, no matter what happened when he was taking pictures of me for some reason, no matter when it was in the game, if it was a picture of me, I was like pussy out bent over somehow in every fucking picture.
I
Like
remember
Somehow,
seeing those pictures.
I've
Yeah.
posted them
somehow.
and every single picture is me face down ass up, swear to
Ladies and
God. And
gentlemen,
I'm
I'd
like,
like to
how?
point out that Shirley is here on this podcast, insisting that he does not know how he was pussy out in all of these photos. He's telling us here, right now, that he does not know. And
Dude,
again, I
I'm
would just
sitting
like,
there mid tackle on someone. I'm sitting there mid tackling them to the ground, but my pussy's out in the air. Like,
put your pussies out in the air. How did that happen? You know what? He's here right now and he's telling us. We'll never know. It's a mystery. Somebody track down those photos. What? No. Yes.
literally.
Well, when the ass is that big, it's hard not to display it, right?
Yeah, I literally, especially in those fucking shorts. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah. I need to get new shorts. I don't even fit in them anymore.
Oh no. That's terrible. I would hate it if you were to try them.
Selling my used rugby shorts. Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly. Like that sounds absolutely terrible. I would hate it if you were to do something with that knowledge and you know. Anyways, y'all, we've been chatting to Big Scherly. This has been so much fun. Shel, thank you so much for your time today. This is a genuine pleasure.
Of course. Oh my God. Yeah, no, as of anything else though, if you want personal training, I got you. Other than that, I ain't got shit for you.
Well, now listen, this is the question that I think everyone wants to know. Where can people find you online and including your coaching programs? Where can people find you, contact you? Where can the people do the thing?
Yeah, so if you want to talk to me about it or anything, you can go to my Instagram or my TikTok, both of them. If you type in Big Scherly, it'll show up. You can just shoot me a DM, or I have a link in my bio that's like one-on-one coaching form thing. It's a Google form. You just fill it out, and it'll send you an email when you fill it out with like a bunch of other shit. And then I would contact you from there. But yeah.
Fair dues. Y'all, this has been us at Thicc Radio with Big Scherly, but that is a wrap for now here on Thicc Radio. Please remember to like and subscribe, rate us 5 stars, and leave us a good review. Now, listen, y'all, if you liked this episode, come on now, share it with your friends and encourage them to tune in. You can find me on Instagram and BlueSky at stannnum.
And you can find me on Instagram at thiccymouse and Grommr at orpheus.
You can find me at thecaptainbara on Instagram and other fine social media platforms.
Now, you can also find us on social media at Thicc Radio or visit our website at thiccradio.com.
Consider supporting the show by donating to our PayPal or by subscribing to our Patreon, where you can enjoy extra helpings, a behind-the-scenes conversation with this week's guest where nothing is off the table.
And if you send us a letter to thethicradio@gmail.com, we might just read it on the show.
That's all for now, folks. So until next time, bye, Fats.
Bye, Fats.
Bye, Fats.
Yeah, bye, Fats. I love it.
Let's talk about it.
Thicc Radio is an independent production.
Artwork, media design, editing, and production by James Heinzen.
With original theme music by CYMK.